There are times in all our lives when we feel like giving up. Everything looks hopeless, our problems seem unsurmountable. We all know the feeling. You put in hours for that exam and the teacher tells you, with what you are sure is a very suppressed smile, that you got a 3. Maybe there are some athletes here today. You trained all year, you had to fit it in with your studies. You refused all those invitations to all those school parties. And although your friends said they understood, you're pretty sure they said you were antisocial or even worse. And then the day of the competition comes. You've been waiting for this moment all year. You had the top marks in training for your whole region. Your school is counting on you. You can hear the congratulations already in your ears. But where did that other person appear from just as you were about to cross the finish line? And why would your body not give you that last burst of speed when you needed it? At this point, you might remember the words of Leonard Cohen. Everybody got this broken feeling, like their father or their dog just died. But also we should remember the words of another well-known personality, Winston Churchill, who said, "Success consists of going from failure to failure," without losing enthusiasm. We are not actually sure if Churchill said these words, but they are very appropriate. We are always told that only great people can do the impossible, and the great people are a special caste, and you are either part of that caste or you are not, and most of us aren't. As for me, this is the fundamental problem for the whole world and for the school system in particular. We are told to follow the example of well-known heroes like Alexei Miresev, the Soviet fighter pilot who, after having lost his legs, went on to become one of the greatest heroes of the Second World War. In school we read lots of instructive stories about heroism and genius, but at the same time, each child is considered to be an ordinary idiot. The word unrecognized genius is an ironical sideswipe of teachers. At the same time, our schools try to make us equal. Any attempt at individualism is ruthlessly stamped out. Here are some embarrassing school reports from people who went on to do the impossible. Began John well, but started to become naughty. Winston Churchill, Britain's greatest wartime leader. Hopeless, certainly on the road to failure. Wastes other people's time. John Lennon, couldn't read music, went on to become one of the world's greatest songwriters, also a Beatle. She writes indifferently and knows nothing of grammar. Charlotte Bronte, the creator of the book Jane Eyre. He will never amount to anything. Albert Einstein, the discoverer of the theory of relativity. But maybe we could forgive teachers for not identifying future greatness. Some people develop later than others, and certain circumstances can create greatness. What about ordinary people who overcame incredible obstacles to achieve something great? For example, Helen Keller was born totally deaf and blind. They thought she was mentally subnormal, but her teacher, Anne Sullivan, recognized her unique talents and managed to bring her into the real world through love and patient attention. Helen became the first deaf-blind graduate in the world and was a writer and a pioneer of women's voting rights. The point about Helen Keller, I think, is someone believed in her, saw the potential and nurtured it. Our trouble is that we believe the common opinion about ourselves. We've all heard it said, "He has no ear for music, good at humanities, but hopeless at math. You are too small to understand." And the most damning of all, tries his best, but. We shouldn't listen to anybody who tries to convince us of the fact that we are ordinary. Each of us is a genius. Each of us is a hero. Each of us is an individual. Don't listen to anybody who puts you down. Lead a full life. Each of us is totally unique. Remember that, and nothing will be impossible.